Okay, good morning everyone. I'm going to start off by showing the serial number. I'm going to open the back, the box first. I'm going to do the 2008-9. Just wanted to rip the plastic off so we don't see the glare. Serial number on it. If I can get it here good enough for you to see. There's a serial number on this one. Good luck. I'm going to do the video in, I'm going to do two different videos actually. Yeah, I'll do a video for this one, and after this is done I'll stop and I'll redo another one for the 5.6. So, good luck. Let's hope for some big hits. Base, 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 and base. Base, 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 and base. It's the only thing about these older boxes, the cards seem to stick. Base, 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 and base. Well, not off to a good start. Okay, I think we got our first hit in here. Base, 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 base. Next hit, or the first hit I should say, for the Toronto Maple Leafs. Sorry, this will go to Colorado. This is Darcy Tucker. It's a Toronto uniform, but the logo is for Colorado. It's a game jersey for Colorado, Darcy Tucker. Base, 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 and base. Base, base, base. Next hit. Not a bad player, not a bad card. This goes to the Los Angeles Kings, young gun, Drew Doughty. Sorry if there's a little glare there. It's pretty bright out, and this is the best spot I could do it. But there you go. That's for Los Angeles, Drew Doughty. A spacer. Base, 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 and base. Base, 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 and base. Might have another one here. Feels a little thicker. Could be just another spacer, but you never know. Base, base, base. Oh, another young gun for the Philadelphia Flyers. Luka Sibissa. I think that's his name. Could be wrong. That's for Philadelphia. And a spacer. Base, 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 and base. Base, 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 and for the Phoenix Coyotes, Peter Mueller, sophomore sensations for Phoenix. Base, 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 and base. Base, base, base. Next hit for the Pittsburgh Penguins, Sidney Crosby, Hockey Heroes. That's for Pittsburgh. Base, 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 and base. Base, 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 base. Next hit, another one for the Colorado Avalanche. Hat trick, Joe Sakic. Base, base, base. Next hit for the Dallas Stars, young gun, Mark Fitzgibbon for Dallas. Spacer. Base, 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 and base. Base, 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 and base. Haven't got a whole lot so far. I think our best hit would probably be the Doughty. Base, 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 and base. Then we got another hit in this pack. Base, 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 base. Next hit, sophomore sensations for the Chicago Blackhawks, Jonathan Toews. base, 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 and base. Base, base, base. We have the Young Gun checklist, which I'll have to do a random for it. It's between St. Louis, which would be Alex Pietrangelo, Drew Doughty, and Steven Stamkos. That's the checklist. That will have to be random at the end. Set that over there. Spacer. Base. Base and base. 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 Base and base. I was expecting a lot more hits in these boxes than what we're getting in this box anyway. Base. 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 Base, whoops, base, and next hit for the Ottawa Senators. It's Danny Heatley, hat trick. That's for Ottawa. Base, base, base. Next hit. We already had this card. It's another Young Gun though for Los Angeles. Another Drew Doughty. Base, 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 and base. Base, base, base. Okay, here's a nice card. A real nice card for the Pittsburgh Penguins. It's a Sidney Crosby. Wouldn't have a clue what it books for. I don't even know what the name of the card is or anything. Oh, it's HH9. But I'll show you the card. It's a real nice looking card. Sidney Crosby, that's for Pittsburgh. Base, 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 and base. Base, 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 base. Next tip for the Columbus Blue Jackets. Rick Nash, it's a Captain C calling for Columbus. Mostly inserts. This wasn't supposed to be a retail box, but it's looking like it could have been. Yeah, the hitch just doesn't. I think we got 4 Young Guns out of it, and there should be at least 6. I do still have a couple packs left here, but all base. I'll go through this stack again before I break the next box, and if there's any, so like I said, some cards were sticking. So I've always thought you were to get 2 jersey cards too at least. Here is another young gun for the Pittsburgh Penguins. John Falswich, Pittsburgh. Spacer, base, 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 and base. That's it for that box. Yeah, I'll go through this stack before I start the next box, and if I missed anything, I'll be sure to include it before I open the next box. Thanks a lot. It'll be up with the other video shortly.